Okay. Okay. We're back here on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show. We are, in a way, celebrating East Liberty, but we're doing it via the Kelly Strayhorn Theater. Janera Solomon is our guest today. We started off talking about happy hour Thursdays. Is it happy hour Thursdays? I want to come back to that in just a second, but I really like the fact, I mean, one of the things it sounds like, based on this conversation, you are using the arts to blend the old and the new, and in East Liberty, an interesting approach to, I hate to say the word, gentrifying a neighborhood.
Yeah, you know, I think arts organizations, sometimes it can be seen as easier to kind of sort of be agnostic or not get involved in the conversation, focus on art and programming. But I think that's a missed opportunity. I mean, art is supposed to be an opportunity for people to see themselves, to express ideas, ask questions. What better way to do it than through a conversation with artists, with art, and as a venue. I think it's necessary and it's important. And for Pittsburgh, not only for East Liberty, but for Pittsburgh, we have we're on a long, slow journey to diversity and inclusion.
Long,
it's
slow
steady,
yeah.
But it's long and it can feel very slow. And I think arts organizations and artists have a unique opportunity, and I think responsibility to facilitate these conversations. So the happy hour is kind of a perfect blend because it's not too heavy-handed. It's about being social, connecting with people.
Right.
But it's in the theater, it's in the lobby, and it's in this venue that's about art. And then artists are part of it and a part of the conversation.
And art has a way of bringing people, I hate to sound cliche.
I know.
But bringing people together, and it does. Old, young, black, white, rich, poor, you name it. We can come together in that type of setting.
Exactly.
And the playing field is all level.
Exactly, and I think you have to at least do that. After you come together, then you can work on being understanding, being tolerant, being able to have difficult conversations. You can do all of that, but first you have to come together, and that's what the Neighborhood Happy Hour series is all about.
All right, so the next one is when? July 18th?
July 18th.
What time did these happen?
These are from 5 to 7 at the theater.
Okay.
And it's...
so it's a bona fide happy hour, 5 to 7.
For sure.
Yeah,
it's a happy hour.
And is there a cost?
No, there's no cost. The bar, you buy drinks, and then there's food for sale.
It's a cash bar.
It's a cash bar.
Okay, all right. Now, what's the turnout?
We welcome donations, though.
Okay, all right, okay. Make sure you get that in.
Exactly.
So what was the turnout like? You had one in June.
The first one in June, it was a very nice turnout.
Okay.
It was light, but it was very nice. And people, what was really great about it was the mix of people.
Okay.
You know, we had folks from some of the technology companies that came by. Along with people from some of the social service agencies who work in the neighborhood, stopped by before heading home. And then we had some artists who came, we had a couple students. So it was a very nice mix, and we want to see that continue.
Well, and you know, that's interesting, just when you say some of the technology companies and some of the social services. Those are two worlds that on the surface are not going to
the same happy hour.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting. Yeah. It is exciting. We're excited about it, and we're going to look forward to continuing it.
Okay, so happy hour next Thursday, July 18th, and then there's one in August.
One in August.
And then, I mean, I always assume that viewers who are watching the show watch all the time and they know everything that we talk about, but in case they don't, give us an idea. I mean, I'm sure at this point you're programming for the fall, you're looking ahead for the fall.
Oh, yes. So our fall season kicks off the third week of September, and we've got an exciting program. The full program will be announced in August.
Okay.
But we've got, our opening artist is from Burkina Faso. And there's a beautiful dance and music company that'll come and open up this season. We've got a symposium, we've got some theater work happening. We have our Billy Strayhorn celebration, which happens every year in November. So it's a full program. People should definitely, if you're not on our mailing list, you should definitely check it out.
So the mailing list, now can folks do that on your website?
You can do it on the website. There's also Facebook. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the platforms. I think even Snapchat, although I don't do that.
Okay, yeah. Wait, is that the one where you can
I don't know what they do.
Like the faces on it? Yeah, no.
Something. But we have all the platforms, as well as you can just call or get on the email list.
That's awesome. This is exciting because it's tough funding the arts in 2019.
Oh, yeah. It is
Oh,
tough
yeah.
funding. I didn't start out with all this gray hair. Yeah, no, it's tough funding the arts. But we find a way to do it. And our ticketing is pay what makes you happy.
Okay.
Which is about, again, encouraging everybody, no matter your income level, to participate in this process and be a part of what Kelly Strayhorn's about. So pay what makes you happy. But we fundraise for that.
Okay.
And thankfully, we have a community that supports what we do.
Yeah,
so that's
exactly.
really important. So we're happy and grateful for that.
Indeed. Okay, so next Thursday, happy hour, 5 to 7. And when folks come out, then they can find out more about what's going on there. And for those of you, those in our audience, that haven't been to the theater yet, this is a great time to come out and find out more about it.
Yes, it is.
All good stuff. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
I feel like we are focusing on the arts today on the Lynn Hayes Freeland Show, but from 2 different perspectives, so stick with us. Don't forget, I know if you're watching, I'm glad you're watching. I'm glad you found us. And until we get this all straightened out, you can always watch us online, kdka.com/LHF show. We'll be right back.